care about what you would do if you had this bread and the things you would get. If you was me, you wouldn't work this hard. You don't know.
Every home game's an occasion here in Orlando. And as they came in earlier, the Magic were dressed for what they hope is a special night for them and their fans. It's Friday night, and live on 2K Sports, we're going to bring you the NBA and all its excitement. Our game tonight featuring the Orlando Magic as they go up against the Memphis Grizzlies. Alongside... With the All-Star game behind us, Greg, what's the focus now for teams that find themselves far outside of the playoff picture?
It depends on the team, Kevin, but in my opinion, it's all about competing and building a foundation for next season. Use the time you have to consistently improve.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant is the point, with Bain out on the wing. Edey out there with Jackson, and it's Wells in at the 3 spot. So, Stan, we watched Kentavious Caldwell-Pope's career, and he's played for a handful of teams, and he's been a starter on multiple title teams, including the 2020 LA Lakers.
Yeah, Kevin, I loved coaching him. This guy is a hard worker. He's one of the best conditioned athletes in the league. His stamina is incredible. He knocks down threes. It's not a coincidence that he's been on championship teams in 2 different cities.
Yeah, amazing. Shot clock at 5. Banchero, it's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
Pass to Jackson. What a rise for Taylor Jenkins, working his way, Stan, from the G League assistant there to NBA assistant and now to NBA head coach. Wow.
Wow is right, Kevin. And Taylor Jenkins, one of the best coaches in the NBA. This is a guy who just kept grinding and learning. I think sometimes coaches get too concerned about when they're going to get their opportunity. Taylor Jenkins was always concerned about being ready when his opportunity came.
I think you and I are alike. We root for the grinders, don't we? The guys that have really worked to climb that ladder. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my. Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you say? We give Morant about an 11 there?
Caldwell-Pope for 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Inside. Outside for Jackson. No good on the 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Outside Anthony. Here's the 3. That one's in. His first shot this game.
A decent threat from outside. It's big for Anthony's confidence when he's knocking down those shots.
Back to Morant. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Morant's got 5.
Timeout.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. As you look at Memphis, right now they're locked into 3rd place in the conference, looking to get a high seed for the playoffs.
And for the Grizzlies, they've been on a tremendous run this season. All the pieces were in place coming into the year, and they haven't missed a beat. Great chemistry, great coaching, and potential to do some great things in the postseason.
Yeah, no one is taking them lightly. This is a team with everything you really need to make some noise in the playoffs. Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. When you lob it up to Jackson Jr., he'll find a way to finish.
Here's Wagner. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. GA, when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the 3-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer, ball mover. I got total confidence he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete.
Franz Wagner, as we know, Stan, came into the league with a splash and hasn't really slowed up since.
Now, Kevin, I think he's surprised a lot of people. He has never played like a young guy. He's always played with the maturity of a veteran guy, and he just keeps getting more and more responsibility. He's handled it well, and then he could become a perennial all-star.
I like that assessment. Back to Jackson. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
It's tipped. Bain with the steal. And here's the fast break. Wells leading the way. Count the basket.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Edie. Working his way from scout to head coach, Jamal Mosley was a longtime assistant under Rick Carlisle. He has paid his dues, Coach.
Yeah, and Kevin, I really admire the guys that put in the time, as you say, pay their dues and get themselves ready for when they get the opportunity. There's a lot of outstanding younger coaches in this league, and Jamal Mosley's as good as any of them.
Yep, I would agree. Grizzlies making a switch here. Clark's checked in. Morant passes to Jackson. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Pass to Banchero. Caldwell Pope outside. For 3, the Grizzlies pull it in. Last time they met was in Memphis.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring punch.
And they came away with a win last time in large part due to their depth. Great game from their bench.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. This will give them a chance to discuss some potential alterations. The Magic trail by 10. Anthony left side. Shot to stop the run. The Magic again can't hit.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
And that's a full stretch on that block by Banchero, using all of his length.
Carter with a screen on Clark. Good on the three-point shot. Wagner's got 5 points so far.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Jackson misses. Orlando's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Banchero dishes to Carter, and the call will be against Luke Kennard. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Shot clock at 6. Here's Black. The top of the key jumper is on the mark.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
No good from Clark. The Magic trail by 5. Here's Black. Last game we saw him score 13. Pass to De Silva. Vitate can't hit.
Oh, nice job protecting the rim. Turning an easy bucket into a miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Morant. Rebounded by Howard.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Harris, bounce pass. Black, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the Magic retired the first jersey number in their franchise's history, that of our esteemed colleague and Hall of Famer, Shaquille O'Neal. Orlando's #1 pick back in 1992, Shaq went on to lead them to their first NBA Finals appearance in 1995. The honor is well-deserved, Kevin.
Yep, he's our teammate, isn't he, David? We love him as a guy, and we love him as a player. And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. Morant sets a screen for Clark. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Well, Coach Van Gundy, you spent a number of seasons with the Orlando Magic franchise. Looking back at that time, what stands out?
Well, Kevin, what stands out for most coaches in jobs, we actually won a lot there, and the winning stands out. I coached a great group of players, inherited not only talent, but guys of high character. It was winning, and it was fun.
You did a lot of winning down there.
We did.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Santi Aldama's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Gigi Jackson comes in for Bain. And Pippen subbed in for Morant. Pass to De Silva. Howard with a clean look. That 3 off the mark.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for them that time.
And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Well, hey, you give him some daylight, he can knock it down.
Down low, Aldama. That falls nicely on the feed that time from Pippen.
And look at how well Aldama moves, setting the screen, but then quickly moving into scoring position.
Here's Bitadze. He's covered by Clark. Lets it go with a 3. And again, it's the Magic from deep. And so here's Memphis. 3-point lead. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Really a disappointing effort. That game could have and should have been closer than it was.
Yeah, look, that's not the kind of performance they would have liked. But the one good thing about this league, the next game's always right around the corner.
Howard kicks to Black. Harris a screen on Pippen. Black, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Pass to Clark. Some nice passing there by Memphis. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. A moment now to check out some numbers for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
He's off on the first. So Stan, the Grizzlies trio of Ja Morant, Desmond Bain, and Jaren Jackson Jr. From the outside looking in, what a great base going forward.
I agree with that, Kevin. Look, not only are those 3 outstanding individual players, but they complement each other so well. There's such a great fit with those 3 guys. That's a great base for the future.
Pippen, the pass to Clark. Pippen outside. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Grizzlies lead by 10.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Bitadze the pass to Harris. That one's off, still out of sync. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Grizzlies. Aldama finds Jackson. Outside for Pippen. Pulls it up. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Here's Black. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
Got it! Oh, what a hit! That is such a tough shot.
That's a miracle. Are you kidding me?
Well, that's an energizer boost heading into the next quarter. You know he's got to be fired up.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. It's the Grizzlies. They finish off the first quarter with a massive 16-6 run. We've got more in store for you right after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Memphis?
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And they've also done a great job converting their opportunities at the stripe. Lots of chances and making the most of them.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. Morant is the point with Bain out on the wing. Santi Aldama is out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Clark in at the 5 down low. Jackson a screen on Anthony. And it's Morant missing.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Here's Banchero. No good from outside. Memphis leading by 15. And slam dunk by Clark.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Banchero outside. Pass to Carter. Over Clark. And Carter with the basket on the assist from Banchero.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Clark with it. Here's Jackson. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
No one near Banchero as he lets it go. His three-pointers off the mark. Morant passes to Aldama. There's a screen by Aldama. There's Jackson with the 3. Orlando grabs the miss.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Here's Banchero. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And guys, that strength will serve Banchero really well in the league, and we're starting to see signs of it already.
First team foul. At the line for Orlando, Paolo Banchero. One shot.
From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star grade in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
Banchero outside. Caldwell Pope against Bain, and Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Well, there's the determination for KCP. He'll go right at you.
Morant passes to Jackson. Off target from outside.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game from
Pass to Banchero. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Bain with the steal. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. Now Aldama. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Aldama's got 5 now.
Wow, you don't see that kind of quickness from Aldama all that often.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Look at Orlando. They're in 7th and looking to hold on to that seed for the playoffs.
And I think for the Magic, they had much bigger things in mind when the season started. They didn't think of themselves as a middle-of-the-road club, but right now, that's where they are.
Yeah, they wanted to accomplish more this season, but things haven't quite worked out. Some bad breaks along the way.
Anthony sets the pick for Wagner. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
The Magic trail by 17. Banchero passes to Wagner. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Pass to Carter. Back to Anthony. Over Morant. The Magic again can't hit.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face. Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Here's Anthony. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. To the inside. It's stolen by Aldama. Here's Clark. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
This is the mindset Clark has. He's opportunistic and really has an awareness of when to attack in transition.
And Stan, after a few down years, the Magic has been recaptured here in Orlando.
It sure has, Kevin. They've had great draft picks. They have a couple of young franchise cornerstones. They've got size. They've got guys who will continue to improve. This team's got a chance to be really, really good going forward.
Payne for 3. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Banchero. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Pass to Morant. Oh, he jams it right over Cole Anthony. Wow!
Yeah, really nice finish there with contact. Morant with great body control.
Outside Anthony. Launches it. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. It's Morant in the corner. Outside, Payne. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game. Wagner outside. Pass to Banchero. To the middle. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Well, what poise from Carter Jr. Just taking the hit and pushing through it all.
Well, there's a unique profile for Wendell Carter Jr., a tremendous rebounder and shooter, and now he's playing on a pretty good team, and he's a big reason why.
He sure is. Look, he's really big at 6'10", 270. All right, top 20 in the league in rebounding and effective field goal percentage. Can shoot the 3. Great blend of size, skill, and toughness.
And it's Morant missing. The Magic trail by 19. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Well, back in 2022, the #1 overall pick was Paolo Banchero. What do you think of his game?
You have to love his game, Kevin. I mean, handles the ball as a big guy at 6'10", makes plays for other people, scores, gets to the free throw line. All-star game in his second year. And on that team, he has really, really looked to defend. This guy's future is bright.
And their coach is another guy from the Seattle area, right, who has come on the NBA and starred.
There have been quite a few of them.
And he's good on the second. Stan, I've always admired you come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, look, I loved being around the game, and So two things happened that drove me into coaching. Number one, I loved baseball and I couldn't hit one, so that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way, so if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest there.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps. Terrific story. So he can't get either to fall. Greg, with how explosive John Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Rel's wide open. The three-pointer no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Howard dishes to Black. Pass to Bitadze. Now here is Harris. Just 5 on the clock. Fires the three. Knocks down the three ball. Harris has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, Harris is a good three-point shooter, but that was really deep.
Hands it from downtown. And the Grizzlies lead by 18.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. John Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. They get it again. Misses the layup. The Magic trail by 18. Mel's with the steal. Pass to Bain. Out to Morant. Drains it from beyond the arc. Morant's got 7 points for the quarter.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Here's Black, guarded by Morant, and the shot goes in.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
Here we are, the T-shirt makes some noise. Okay, fans, who wants a free T-shirt? Let me hear you get loud, Magic fans. We're looking for the loudest section for a free T-shirt. Who wants a T-shirt?
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Edie's checked in for Santi Aldama. Luke Kennard comes in for Bain. And Pippen subbed in for Morant. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Memphis. 22 is their biggest lead. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Harris. The Magic trail by 19. Pass to Black.
2 minutes.
Here's Bitadze.
2 minutes.
Now here is Harris. Just 5 to shoot. Driving in. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. And for Memphis, they're shooting the ball at a 43% rate here in the second. Pass to Wells. No good on the triple. Orlando's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Howard with it. He averages about 5 points a game. Orlando needs to get off a shot. Nailed from three-point land. Black's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, he got off to a slow start, but now in the second, he seems to be finding his rhythm.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Memphis.
Good shot.
The Magic trail by 19. Black kicks to Howard. Three-pointer. Kennard with the rebound. And for Memphis, they're shooting well. 50% from the floor. Pippen finds Kennard. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Jackson, that's good.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible. Well, his percentage keeps going up. He's adapted to what the defense is showing him.
Pippen feeling it out a bit. Shot from free throw range. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. Right back after this break.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're measuring up the shot. One more time, a round of applause for the participants.
We'll get to the first half action in just a second, but first, let's take a look at where teams are sitting in the power rankings.
Taking a look here at the Grizzlies, not much movement from them up or down, which isn't a bad thing. They've just shown force in their conference.
Yeah, they've established themselves as one of the premier teams. Marching towards that finish line, they're hoping to build on what they've done so far.
Now let's talk about that lopsided first half. Obviously, a lot of work to do for the Magic.
Where's the perimeter, D? I see no sense of urgency, and those boys are getting scorched.
Big fella, you might be able to guard the perimeter better right now.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's take a step back.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Sliding in at the wing, we'll see Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. And it's Anthony in at the 1 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Jamal Mosley. Pass to Bain. Back to Morant. And here is Wells. He's defended by Wagner. Caldwell Pope passes to Anthony. Back to Caldwell Pope. Here's Carter. Edey with the rebound.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Here's Bain. It's blocked.
And love the defensive activity from KCP. Selling out there for the block.
And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. 4 on the clock. Bain, and he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better.
Here's Wagner. Nice shot from 10 feet out. Wagner's got 10 points.
Well, you don't often see Wagner go to the mid-range, but right there, he just took what the defense gave him.
Jackson misses. The Magic trail by 21. Pass to Carter. Banchero kicks to Wagner. Carter sets the pick for Wagner. Shoots over Wells. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Well, look, it's been a big night for Wagner. He's 6'10", skilled, smart, a really difficult matchup.
Jackson against Caldwell Pope. Down low. Here's Wagner. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Well, guys, from day one in this league, Wagner has been an exceptional free throw shooter.
He hits both from the stripe. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Outside, Bain. And they call an illegal screen here. Here's our 2K leaderboard with the list of the teams that have been on fire from beyond the arc over the past month. Number 1, the Grizzlies.
Well, look, they've been great over the last month from 3. That is so important for their offense. Making threes opens up the entire floor.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
All right, fans, it's dance cam time. Get ready to dance like everyone's watching. Show us those moves. Shake it. You must have left your dancing shoes at home.
Looking now at the numbers for Jackson. Some nice work from him over the last 10 games. And he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And yeah, one of the most dangerous scorers in the game. He's already come up big in some key games this year. His teammates really feed off his presence, I think. Wagner against Bain. Carter sets the pick for Caldwell Pope. Misses the 3. And the Grizzlies leading by 17. You can see, and coach, you can feel Ja Morant excellent star power, and his presence on the floor is such a factor. It affects the game.
Yeah, it sure does. And it even affects the energy in the building. His play is so dynamic, athletic, energetic. I mean, you can't sit and watch a Ja game. He's going to get you on your feet.
He is one of a kind for sure.
Well, you talk about a guy who could start for any team in the league. That's what Jaren Jackson is all about.
Both free throws good from Jackson. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Now, Wagner, 14 points for him. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
Well, with the agility and the skill, Franz Wagner is hard to defend without foul.
Wagner
Take a break.
taking 2 shots.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Bain. Some nice passing there by Memphis. No good from Clark.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. And we've got a moment now to look at the rebounding trend over the last few months for Santi Aldama.
And those are some numbers that he can't be happy about. His rebounding totals have taken a dip over the past few months. He's got to get back to giving the kind of effort on the boards we were seeing from him early.
Bain kicks to Morant. Pass to Clark. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
You gotta know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
For Memphis, Brandon Clark at the line for 1.
And that one falls for Clark. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Magic. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. Pass to Wagner. Fires for 3. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
Bain inside the three-point line. Offline from the top of the key. The Magic trail by 17. Wagner finds Anthony. Back to Wagner. Puts up a deep 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Pass to Morant. Inside, and stolen by Wagner. Caldwell Pope on the wing. And the 3 off target.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
And here's what the schedule for Orlando looks like. On Sunday, they'll take on Chris Middleton and the Washington Wizards. Then on Tuesday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And looking at the Toronto matchup, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Aldama's checked in. He hits the second from the line.
Well, the word dynamic really only scratches the surface with Ja Morant. The way he moves, his speed, it's all just on another level.
Carter against Clark. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Brandon Clark. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, what I like is not only have they been forcing turnovers, they've been capitalizing on those opportunities.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting
in those situations.
He misses the free throw.
Well, more of a classic big guy. Wendell Carter Jr. is at his best inside the paint, mixing it up with guys on either end of the floor.
And he sinks the second. And the Grizzlies leading by 17. Morant passes to Aldama. From the top of the key, Carter pulls it in. Carter's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Banchero outside. Pass to Wagner. Carter with the screen. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, throwing his weight around down low. Wagner getting to the line.
He's made all 6 of his tries at the line so far.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
That one is off. Good on the second free throw. As a coach, what were some of your favorite parts, Stan, of life on the road?
Well, Kevin, we get treated really well on the road in the NBA. I mean, you travel on great charters. People take care of your bags. We stay in great hotels. And my favorite part of being on the road was when we were on our way home. Easier to win at home, family at home. That was the favorite part.
How about the bonding experience that a lot of coaches talk about when you're out there kind of alone against the forces, just you and your team?
Well, I definitely think players bond on trips like that because they're not going in different directions. They team to spend time together. I don't think any of them ever wanted to spend time with me.
Clark. Oh, he jams it wide over Cole Anthony. Wow.
Well, look, Aldama is a very good passer out of the front court.
Pass to Wagner. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. Shooting 78%.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
Here's Aldama. Sinks the triple. Aldama's got 8.
An ideal stretch big. Aldama is 6'11" and very good behind the line.
And that one's good, Wagner.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
For 3, 2, 1.
Making some changes. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And it's Anthony Black in for Cole Anthony. Then for the Grizzlies, Jackson, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Luke Kennard comes in for Bane. And Pippen subbed in for John Morant. And here's Pippen. 13 points in the game. And out of bounds is the Magic will gain possession.
Let's see some numbers here on Kennard.
How last month turned out for him, averaging 13 points per game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And with his skill set on the offensive end, he is such a threat on the floor.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy that makes life easier for his teammates. He demands so much defensive attention.
They get it back. And Clark has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Jackson finds Aldama. Back to Jackson. Outside Pippen. Clock at 6. This one for 3. Here's Clark, and slam dunk by Clark.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Here's Bitadze. He's covered by Clark. The shot's good from Bitadze. Bitadze's got his second bucket of the night.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Pass to Aldama. Picked by Clark from deep. Aldama can't hit. The Magic trail by 13. Here's Black. Harris outside. Bitadze can't hit.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Aldama passes to Clark. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Clark's got 9 points now in just the second half. Pass to De Silva. To the paint. With the fadeaway. It's rebounded by Memphis. Kennard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Bounce pass Pippen. Clark is screen on Harris. Here's Pippen. 11 feet out and he hits it. Pippen's got 15 points. The Magic trail by 17. Here's Black. He's got 10. From downtown, makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
Aldama finds Clark. Black grabs the board. Orlando's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Memphis leading by 14. It's Pippen on the wing. There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter. No good from Clark. Magic shooting it quite well in this third quarter, 53%, and the offense is rolling. Memphis has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third.
Easy to appreciate the physicality that Clark plays with. This is what earns him those calls.
He's had 6 attempts at the line, made 5 of them. And that one falls for Clark.
And right now at about 85% from the line, that's up from where it was in that first half.
Orlando making some changes. Franz Wagner's checked in for Howard. Contavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Gary Harris. And Anthony subbed in for Black. And so Clark nails both of them.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
Pass to Caldwell-Pope. Trains the three-pointer. Caldwell-Pope's got 7 points.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Anthony against Pippen. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. That falls nicely on the feed that time from Pippen. Pippen's got 3 assists tonight. What a performance for Brandon Clark. He has been the story for the Memphis Grizzlies. And of everything he's doing well, it's his scoring that you point to first. Already 22 points in this game. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Morant is the point, with Bane out on the wing. Jackson is out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Aldama in at the 3.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
And out of pick and roll, Carter does a great job of positioning himself for catch and finish opportunities.
There's Jackson with the 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. Pass to Anthony. To the left wing. Here's Bitadze. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
And the basket by Jackson.
Showing some muscle on that finish. Jackson Jr. doesn't get thrown off balance easily.
Deep 2 from Anthony. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. And the Grizzlies leading by 17. Morant passes to Clark. Jackson from long range. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Wagner's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Carter sets the pick for Anthony. Pass to Bitadze. Back to Anthony. Shoots over Morant. And that one's good, Anthony. And it's 9 points for Cole Anthony.
Yeah, Anthony displaying his versatility as a shooter in the mid-range.
Outside, Payne drills the 3-pointer. And the Grizzlies lead by 18.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Wagner passes to Carter. And the rejection by Clark.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
They set the screen. Here's Bitadze, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away.
It's time to get loud for the 407.
Banchero's checked in for Orlando. The Grizzlies also making a change. Kennard's checked in. And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. There's Jackson with the 3. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Wagner's got his 6th rebound on the night. Anthony against Morant.
I like this aggressive mentality he's adopted in the second half, doing everything he can to get to the line.
At the line for Orlando, Franz Wagner.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Good on both.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Back to Morant. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. And the Grizzlies lead by 18. Here's Wagner. The Grizzlies pull it in. Kennard with the ball. Picked up by Banchero. Rejected by Banchero.
And when Banchero turns it up, he can be a factor at the defensive end.
Wagner outside. Shoots a three. Aldama with the rebound. Aldama's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. To the middle. It's stolen by Carter. Here's Wagner. And he gets it back.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Connects from three-point range. Wagner's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, sometimes you tell players you can have a good game in a loss. You've just got to keep doing what you're doing, and the rest of us have to figure it out.
Jackson and all around the rim that time before dropping in. Jackson's got 19 points.
Well, usually a guy who's more inside or out beyond the arc, but the mid-range isn't an area that Jackson Jr. needs to avoid.
Shoots, and there are the Magic with another bucket. And the Grizzlies leading by 13. Bain passes to Aldama. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Franz Wagner.
Defense way up on Aldama there. He barely had any room, hence the whistle.
Aldama taking 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one.
Well, not the place Aldama makes the biggest impact. He specializes elsewhere on the court.
He's off on the second. The Magic trail by 13. Now here's Caldwell Pope. Out to Anthony. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Grizzlies with the rebound. Jackson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Memphis moving that ball around. Payton for 3. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And the Grizzlies leading by 13. Pass to Kennard. Sinks the three-pointer.
Right in Kennard's wheelhouse. They set him up perfectly, and he delivers.
Anthony, the pass to Wagner. The Magic again can't hit.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
And it's Morant missing. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Wagner with a screen for Caldwell Pope. From outside, off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Caldwell Pope against Kennard. The rebound by Caldwell Pope. Caldwell Pope's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Anthony kicks to Wagner. Out to Carter. Carter sets the pick for Anthony. Offline with his 3. And the Grizzlies leading by 16. Wasted no time on that one. Bain's got a pair of 3s here in the 4th quarter for the Grizzlies. Caldwell Pope passes to Carter. Carter sets the pick for Wagner. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Down low. Morant outside. Off target with his 3.
Well, he hit a couple of 3s in the first half, but none since then.
So, Stan, we have a second-generation player in front of us, and next to us is Dad. Cole Anthony, He has his dad's gift, don't you think, for passing the ball?
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot more scoring gift than his dad had. You know, and the thing I love about what Cole has done, though, I respect so much, is he's accepted that role coming off the bench, and he's been such a great weapon for them. Well, we all know Cole Anthony can score the ball, but he deserves more credit for his defense. He's a high-energy player who likes to make things difficult for opposing guards.
Pippin's checked in for Memphis. Wells comes in for Jaren Jackson. Pass to Wells. There's a screen by Aldama. Wells with it. And it's off from three-point range. And Carroll passes to Wagner. Caldwell Pope outside. Anthony down low, guarded by Bain.
Anthony is a creative scorer and knows how to get the defense off balance.
Third team foul. At the line for Orlando, Cole Anthony.
Take a break.
Taking 2 shots.
2 shots.
And the first one drops. Edey's checked in for Memphis. And Anthony drops them both.
Well, he might have been a little passive in the first half, but that's changed. I like this more aggressive approach.
Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Brandon Clark.
And guys, this really has been his night. He's done a lot of things well, but his scoring really put him over the top. You can see how determined he's been every time he's gotten his hands on the ball. Great drive and also great focus offensively.
After 2 straight losses, they switched it up a bit tonight, giving him a much bigger role, and it's worked out even better than they could have hoped for. The Magic trail by 18. Anthony finds Carter. Wagner outside. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. Wagner's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Yeah, and look at the stroke on Wagner's 3. Total confidence.
Pass to Aldama.
2 minutes remaining.
The 3. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Morant with it, and it's Carter picking him up. Pass to Edey. Hey, Coach Van Gundy, what advice would you give to the teams that are rebuilding around their young players?
Well, generally, Kevin, what I would say is get some veteran leadership, some veteran presence on your team also, so that you have guys that can show the young guys what professionalism is and help them in their adjustment to the NBA.
Yeah, getting the right kind of veteran, right, with the right kind of message.
That's a great point. Just having an older guy is not the answer.
And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for the Magic. It's stolen by Aldama. Anthony against Morant. Pass to Aldama. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Dane, no good. On offense, here are the Magic. Anthony taking his time here. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home court to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Ja. A lot of swag on this team tonight. Who's responsible for that confidence?
I feel like we all talk to each other, even the coaching staff. Coach let us play with a lot of freedom. Everybody have the green light, so I mean, there's no reason to lack confidence when you have a coach who believes in you every step of the way and just let you go out there and play your game. So we always just preach, keep shooting, make or miss, and we behind you. So
you all look like a confident bunch, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, DA, thanks again. And that'll do it, folks. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Brandon Clark.